this, and if he keeps it up, he's going to get someone killed.
The grand jury began convening in January and has heard testimony from a variety of people, including members of his administration's inner circle, Hope Hicks and Kellyanne Conway. Stormy Daniels also meeting with prosecutors as the probe wrapped up. The adult film actress reacting to the indictment news, tweeting, "Thank you to everyone for your support and love. I have so many messages coming in that I can't respond. Also, don't want to spill my champagne." Trump declined the Manhattan District Attorney's offer to testify, but many calling an indictment an overreach, a case that two previous DAs declined to prosecute.
Alvin Bragg has failed miserably, and all of a sudden he wants to get tough on Donald Trump.
Adding to a litany of legal woes and other potential criminal charges the former president is facing.
This has nothing to do with the potentially more serious that are coming out of the election, the investigation by the special counsel over the January 6th and the aftermath, as well as the investigation of the handling of classified documents. All of those could carry penalties, could carry allegations that are far more serious than we're talking about in this instance.
Trump repeatedly denying any wrongdoing in all the investigations, but now possibly throwing a curveball into his 2024 presidential ambitions. Former Trump allies and fellow Republicans speaking out. House Speaker Kevin McCarthy tweeting, "Alvin Bragg has irreparably damaged our country in an attempt to interfere in our presidential election." Going on to say the House of Representatives will hold Alvin Bragg and his unprecedented abuse of power to account. His former vice president calling the indictment an outrage on CNN.
I think this is an outrage, but I also think at a time when the American people are struggling so much that this will only further serve to divide our country.
I don't know what goes into paying hush money to a porn star to secure silence over some type of alleged affair. I can't speak to that.
Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer saying Trump is subject to the same laws as every American and encouraging the process to proceed peacefully. The key to Donald Trump's indictment, Michael Cohen.
This is not revenge, right? What this is about accountability. He needs to be held accountable for his dirty deeds.
Cohen's testimony serving as a linchpin of evidence for prosecutors. Cohen standing by his testimony. In a statement to ABC News, "I take no pride in issuing this statement. However, I do take solace in validating the adage that no one is above the law, not even a former president." Once Stormy Daniels alleged she'd been paid hush money by Michael Cohen just weeks ahead of the 2016 election, all eyes turned to Cohen.
First of all, nothing at the Trump Organization was ever done unless it was run through Mr. Trump.
In July 2018, Trump's former power player first broke his silence to ABC News, months after the FBI raided his office and home, seizing a trove of documents, including a payment to Stormy Daniels.
He directed me to become involved in these matters. I gave loyalty to someone who truthfully does not deserve loyalty.
He was trying to hide what you were doing, correct?
Correct.
And he knew it was wrong?
Of course.
So you're done with the lying?
I am done with the lying. I am done being loyal to President Trump. And my first loyalty belongs to my wife, my daughter, my son, and this country.
If convicted of the hush money charges, the 2024 hopeful may face a maximum sentence of 4 years.
If, incarceration were ever on the table, I think it's quite down the road if, in fact, that is ever a live possibility. But there too, it wouldn't disable him from running for president, even from jail or prison. But obviously, there would be substantial logistical complexities that such developments might create. But legally, this has really, truly no bearing on his ability to run for president.
Yet, but presuming that this is a felony, as indications would be, yes, there's the possibility of prison time. Now, even if, hypothetically, a candidate were behind bars, he or she could still run for president.
But time in prison may not be mandatory, and something Cohen does not wish upon his former friend and president.
I don't want to see anyone, including Donald Trump, indicted, prosecuted, convicted, incarcerated, simply because I fundamentally disagree with them.
There's no way around the fact that we're in a divided country that just got a little more divided as a result of this, in all likelihood. You're going to see people break down around party lines as to whether they think this is an appropriate prosecution or not, whether they think Trump is guilty of this, whether they think he should go to prison over it, whether they think he should be eligible to run for office again.
Our thanks to Juju Chang for that report, and stay with ABC News and abcnews.com for all the latest developments surrounding the indictment. Coming up, an in-depth look at how Ukrainians are keeping up their fight for their country and how Americans are helping those gravely wounded in battle.
Customers are more likely to open emails they can trust. Get a professional email from GoDaddy and match your website. Build your brand with every message and show your customers that you mean business. Get your professional email at GoDaddy.com.
Magic words that have upended the landscape of college sports as we've known it.
It's just the ability to make money through social media marketing.
It changed everything. My concern is, how is it handled?
Critics will say people like yourself are buying these athletes. I mean, what do you say to that?
Cashing in, the debate over paying college athletes. Impact by Nightline, now streaming on Hulu.
Elephants are more like us than we ever thought possible. They speak to each other in ways we're just beginning to understand. It's not just noise. It's an ancient wisdom formed over generations. They'll share their secrets with us if we only listen.
This week, when Jason Bateman and Marlon Wayans are live on GMA, one thing is for sure.
I can't tell that joke. I can't tell that joke. Can I say that in the morning?
Anything can happen. Plus, Ali Wong and Christine Coe live this week on
Good Morning America.
From America's #1 news source comes the all-new ABC News app. Breaking news, incredible video, faster, smarter. And it can customize to you and your interests. If you love being in the know, you're gonna love this. Experience what all the buzz is about. Experience the all-new ABC News app. Download it now.
Welcome back. After a year of bombings and on-the-ground gun battles, Ukrainians continue to stand their ground against Russia. Our Lindsay Davis looks at how Americans are helping in more ways than one.
Thousands of miles from the battlefields of Ukraine, 2 Ukrainian soldiers board an elevator for a life-changing experience after the lives they once knew took a dramatic turn. Here at Staten Island University Hospital, 32-year-old Roman and 50-year-old Ola will get critical help, the ability to walk again. Both lost a leg from landmines while defending their homeland of Ukraine. They pull off their fatigues and put on their prosthetics. Physical therapists check their alignment.
Just looking at him, his alignment seems like he seems a little tipped this way.
Then it's time to get to work.
Wow. I mean, this is phenomenal.
Marveling at Roman's quick progress, ditching the crutch,
That's nice.
then attempting the stairs.